असङ्गोऽहं पुनः पुनः सच्चिदानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तोऽहम् निराकारोऽहमव्ययः भूमानन्दस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्योऽहं निरवध्योऽहम् निराकारोऽहमच्युतः परमानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः शुद्धचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् आत्मा रामोऽहमेव च अखण्डानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रत्यक्षचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् शान्तोऽहं प्रकृतेः परः शाश्वतानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तत्त्वातीतपरात्माहम् मध्यातीतः परशिवः मायातीतपरञ्ज्योतिः अहमेवाहमव्ययः नानारूपव्यतीतोऽहम् चिदाकारोऽहमच्युतः सुखरूपस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः मायातत्कार्यदेहादि मम नास्त्येव सर्वदा स्वप्रकाशैकरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः गुणत्रयव्यतीतोऽहम् ब्रह्मादीनां च साक्ष्यहम् अनन्तानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः अन्तर्ज्योतिस्वरूपोऽहम् कूटस्थः सर्वगोऽस्म्यहम् सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः द्वन्द्वादिसाक्षिरूपोऽहम् अचलोऽहं सनातनः सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् विज्ञानघन एवाहम् विज्ञानघन एव च अकर्ताहम् अभोक्ताहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः निराधारस्वरूपोऽहम् सर्वाधारोऽहमेव च आप्तकामस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तापत्रयविनिर्मुक्तः देहत्रयविलक्षणः अवस्थात्रयसाक्ष्यस्मि अहमेवाहमव्ययः दृग्दृश्यौ द्वौ पदार्थौ स्तः परस्परविलक्षणौ दृग्ब्रह्मदृश्यं मायेति सर्ववेदान्तडिण्डिमः अहं साक्षीति यो विद्यात् विविच्यैवं पुनः पुनः स एव मुक्तः स विद्वान् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः घटकुड्यादिकं सर्वं मृत्तिकामात्रमेव च तद्वद्ब्रह्म जगत्सर्वम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः ब्रह्म सत्यं जगन्मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्मैव नापरः अनेन वेद्यं सच्छास्त्रम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः अन्तर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परः ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम् ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम्
Hari Om, good evening, a very warm welcome to all of you. Please come, let's pray together. Joint prayers have got immense power. We'll invoke this power to the benefit of one and all for Loka Kalyan. Hari. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutam gamaya. Sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvina vadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Together with Shraddha, Bhakti and Prapatti, we offer our humble-most salutations to the omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, who also has the divine names as Uttaraha, Gopitaha, to seek His grace, His love, His mercy, His benevolence, His strength, His compassion, His kindness, His forgiveness, His strength. O Lord, bless all of us with your divine qualities like Shraddha, Bhakti, Jnana, Vairagya, Prapatti and Mumukshutva in a much more enhanced proportion. And this is not for any selfish reason, but it's only and only to understand thy true self in our very hearts, in this very life. With your grace and blessings, we are doing whatever we could do to our best extent possible. It's now only and only your grace which can open the doors to us. We humbly beseech in your kind self to bless us and make the very purpose of our life fruitful. Our humble salutations to the Guru Parampara. Om Tat Sat. By the abundant, humongous grace of Lord Krishna, the Almighty, Narayana, and the blessings of our Guru Parampara. Today we are on our Divine Discourse number 450. On the 11th of November 2025, Swasti Shri Vishwavasunama Samvatsara Dakshinayana Sharadrutu Kartika Masa Krishna Paksha Bhaumavasare Saptamyatito Pushyami Nakshatra Shubhanama Yoge Bhadrakarane. On this auspicious day of Tuesday and the auspicious time of the evening, we all reaffirm our pledge, our oath, our commitment that every action will be backed with the intention Naham Karta Hari Karta Hari Preranaya Hari Prityartham. There is not an iota of self-understanding that I am the doer. I know fully well that consciousness streaming through this body is constantly making this body function. And all what you see in you and around you is happening on the same lines. The one who have the knowledge stay in this feeling of Naham Karta. The one who are ignorant think that they are the doer, and they get into bondage and experience life after life. So the sole purpose of our human life is self-realization, and with God's grace we are thumping ahead, and we seek His grace again and again to keep us on this track, not to get astray, not to get carried away by the fancies of the world. And another abundant grace we all have is the Guru Parampara, always showering their blessings on us, and we seek their continued blessings. Om Tat Sat. Good evening, everybody. A very warm welcome. It's really a very emotional day, I would say. What is adding to today's 450th discourse is we all had taken a pledge that we are going to do 11 crore of Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra, and I tell you, we are almost at the threshold. 10.85 crores, meaning 10 crores 85 lakh Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra is completed as on date. Of course, the Kannada and the English group with almost about 650 Sadhaks chanting. Some started and never given up till date. Some came in between and went away in between. And some have recently come and they are going with full speed. So this kind of a number, in fact, some told me, why don't you approach the Guinness Book of World Records? You know, when something is done in a humongous way, they say, get a record. But we are not here to create records or show records or portray ourselves. No, this is done for Loka Kalyana. And that attitude, what we all are doing with, that's going to give us abundant grace. So this is one great achievement which I must say we have done as on day, and Now let's see what the next sankalpa will be, what to do, at what level, and how, we'll see. And also another important thing I could see was this is like magnanimous and a humongous response to the voice recordings which I asked for. See, it's always me talking on one side, and people who are here, I'm able to understand from them what and how they are progressing. But what about the ones who are away, where we hardly get to talk to them? So this is one rare opportunity where I too get a feedback. And more than that, what intention I have is, I have heard in the past, our Sadhak Shamli, she was mentioning once, and she gave a few examples that this particular aspect which we learned from the Gita, it really hit me hard. And it was so true that many of them said, "Arey, this is so nice that we got to reckon with this thought which we did not when we heard the discourse." So this was the purpose. And also to know that if you have achieved something in your life, then why not? Others also could achieve. So within in this context and pretext, so we had asked, and 19 of you have sent your voice messages. And each one is touching, enumerating, and also inspiring. So let's listen. I don't think I have anything to do today, excepting we are changing our positions. You all are going to do the talking, and I'm going to do the listening today. So let's see how this is going to, this testament where we look forward for that inner transformation. Whatever journey we have taken, that should spark that inner transformation. Okay. So overall it is 1 hour 3 minutes by the duration, but since we switch, maybe add another 3-4 minutes, so we have very little time that way. What we'll try to do is 494, we are on verse 23, Vishnu Sahasranama 494. We'll touch 500 today and chant the Dhanvantari mantra, and that should be how we take closure of this milestone discourse. Come. So Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Now I'll start playing the recordings. And the order will be as they have come in. So I'm not altering or giving any priority or putting them last, nothing like that. The way they have come, I have kept them in the same way. Okay, the first one comes from my brother who is in LA, Santosh Devati.
The pursuit to find meaning of existence. Hari Om. Your teachings helped ignite and strengthen the pursuit to find meaning of existence and how to elevate towards the ultimate truth. The last couple of years have been meaningful. Impact of your teachings on me are as following. Help develop clarity on the origins of being, insulated from thoughts that push down the rabbit hole, engaging the mind and visualizing shivling through the chant to refrain from wandering, recollecting portions of your teachings in moments that bring out the worst in me, transitioning from one moment to the next with the discipline and understanding that I am not the doer, remembering pledge during positive and negative experiences, inspiration and the strength to operate with surrender mindset. Listening on a continuous basis has led your teachings to morph into an inner voice that acts as a guardrail to stay on the path. Learning to be in the witness mode from waking up to the bedtime. Thank you for being the guiding force and for not letting us waver from the pursuit. Hari Om.
Okay, the next one comes from Deep Sur.
Hari Om, Akka, Guruji and my dear friends. My name is Deepsa Deejayan. On this 450th session of the Gita Discourse by our beloved Guruji, my thoughts are as follows on the points noted by Akka. My spiritual journey of experience. It was always within me that if anything good or nice happens, it was not me the reason for that. Why or how I got such instinct within me, I don't know, nor was keen to know that. But listening to the discourse of Guruji is throwing me the light or path to realize it. I scarcely say things wrongly, precisely to put telling lies. I don't do it unless telling the truth is so hurting, especially to parents. Even for a situation, if I could avoid that, I will prefer that instead of telling a lie. So Guruji, the note from Akka asking to make this voice message on certain specific points did put me in a situation where I have to openly admit that though I deeply listen to the sessions online, when Guruji tells that you have to rehear, make note, listen again, get it rewired or wired within you, I know, yes, it should be that way, but I am not doing that. It goes into me only once when Guruji speaks for the first time. Then a rehearing may happen if I get some fever or ailment by which I am confined to bed. It is not that I am all the time busy otherwise. In spite of that, I am attracted to and will be waiting for that once in a week session. And as Guruji says, normal person cannot listen to these kinds of talks, but only those who are destined. So this takes me to Guruji's another question. What are your plans ahead? I am in this flow of knowing the self, to be that witness who dissects the self to the minutest possible particle, to be that person with the trait of vairagya to the hilt, to have that last breath leave through the Brahmarandra. Insights I have had so far. Acquaintance with Guruji started with the Sukshma session taught from the indoors of Guruji's home in June 2021. It was an initiative by the Southern India Chartered Accountants Association. I don't think there is any other blessed soul other than me who got well acquainted with Guruji through the Sukshma. Sometime in the year 2023, I happened to know about the Divine Discourse, and then I joined and later to be part of pilgrimage. I am convinced that these were all for a purpose, to ignite the hidden or unused faculty in me to know the self, which perhaps is my direction. To accept whatever that may come is the way I take things. Next question, what I liked. I like the way Guruji is taking us forward with no strict curriculum, but with strict time schedule, showering the knowledge for enabling us to be that sadhak as Guruji has understood, by showing the path without holding slightest feeling of I. What I disliked, something silly, Guruji going off the screen once the Dhanvantari mantra starts. That white color band on the bottom of the picture of the Lord of the universe holding those atoms or cell which appears when Guruji disappears. For the time being, there is no comments nor suggestions for improvement from my side. I conclude with my deepest gratitude to the Omnipresent for showing me our Guruji. Hari Om, Pranam Guru.
Next one comes from Sri Ravi.
Hari Om. Namaskara to each and everyone, and Namaskara Larigo. I thank Guruji for this opportunity to give my feedback, 2 words, on this such an amazing milestone on 450th episode. I know you all have been in the spiritual journey again for 5+ years. I am not fortunate to be so long. I've been recently come in 1.5 years back. I can say I came with a wild card entry, like what you all see in the reality shows. Gauri, my wife, she started this journey a little bit ahead than me. I started getting to know these classes. When I used to come in the evening, she used to be busy with these Bhagavad Gita classes. For curiosity, I sat with her and started hearing to the discourse, and I started understanding little bit of that. What really struck me was the examples what Guruji was giving there, so simple, and it was so easy to understand. This really started giving me a trigger. Why? See, this is what it is. Because my understanding of Bhagavad Gita was completely different. If you want to learn Bhagavad Gita, you need to recite all the shlokas by heart. Only then you will be able to know. You should be very good in Sanskrit, and you should learn all the shlokas. Only then you will be able to understand Bhagavad Gita, which was not the true thing. As I can say, that was my first step where my illusions, ragnana, or ego started slowly disappearing, because that was the first moment of truth, what I understood what was Bhagavad Gita was. Later, I started religiously being part of the classes. And advantage for me was, me and Gauri were in the same house, same place, same time with the classes. We used to discuss and understand for understanding the better things. She's much better than me, so she always made me the corrections of understanding what I had. And it was a very good journey we had. And in life, everyone goes to certain stages where we need to make some decisions. For me, one of the stage was coming out of the corporate. I was working for a big MNC, big role, big salary, all things were going well. To be honest, I was not so happy with my role and the work. So I decided I'm wasting my money and I'm not happy to get the money without really putting my 100% effort there. So circumstances were different. So I thought time has come to quit. And I made the decision, okay, I need to come out of the company. So I went, discussed with Gauri. She embraced it so easily. Why? Because we both were in towards the simplicity, simple living, as we were already in the path of spirituality. This helped us to make a quick call on this. For my advantage, Guruji was there in Mumbai. I went, asked Guruji, I want to do this, come out of the corporate. He is such an amazing guy. He said, have you done all this? He gave me some hints. He said, look at this, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. If you are comfortable there, and then you can go ahead and do it. So I went back to him again and I said, yes, I did my maths and I'm fine with that. And he said, then you can take the call. I'm saying, Guruji is such an amazing person. You can go with any problem. You get the right solutions there. That is experience, what I'm trying to say here. And then slowly started my continuation of the Bhagavad Gita classes. We started putting slowly steps with that. My anatma bhava of one by one, understand the knowledge and slowly coming out and rewire my brain and make all the corrections what is required and starting towards Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasa, so that I can move towards the self-realization and go towards the closer to the supreme truth. And the way the classes Guruji conducts, I don't want to say this as a classes. This is the wisdom of words what comes out of his mouth. Some of the things, see, one example, what I want to, highlight here is, see, in India, everyone are fond of cricket. The metaphor and an example is what he gave in a cricket. And so nicely he depicted the BCCI, the batsman's role, the bowler's role, as well as the umpires, Chitragupta, as well as the Yamadharmaraya, and Narayana being the third umpire. So I'm saying this is how anyone, once you hear all this, that goes and sits in your back of your mind always. So this is such an amazing way of delivering the knowledge to others, like people like us. In this, which also again struck me was mainly the sadhana chatushti, again practicing the karma yoga and moving towards the self-realization. And also it very clearly he emphasized on who am I as a witness and how I need to move towards the Sakshi Bhava. And what an example. And soon clearly he started explaining after that. I'm saying this is what anyone wants in his life. What I strongly believe is everyone believes in the miracle, but I strongly believe in my miracle is getting acquainted to the Guruji and Padmaji is a miracle for me in my life. So I thank the Almighty for that. And as both are couples, we will continue a spiritual journey. We will be associated with Guruji and attain Atma Gnana under the blessings of Guruji. I end by saying Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Next we have the voice recording of Suparna.
Hari Om Guruji. Sharing a few experiences since I joined your Parivar. The first one is I moved to the US very late in life and I moved alone with no friends or family for support. During this very difficult phase, Maharshi guided me to your discourses and to the Suksham Vyayam routine. These have since become my constant support, and slowly a daily routine has evolved, which has helped me find peace besides improving my work and personal relationships. Sharing a few examples of how life has changed. I write a few lines from your teaching, such as Noham Karta Hari Karta, on a post-it each morning when I start work. And then I keep this in my line of vision while I work. Slowly, the wisdom of these lines is seeping in over the many months. Over time, I have learned to attribute the highs and lows during the day to the Almighty and remove myself from the situation. The humble me listens objectively and talks a lot less, offers solutions without owning them, and lets situations evolve. This also helps me accept my mistakes and share feedback positively and at the right time, instead of confronting when the situation is volatile. Another experience is I consciously remind myself to chant the Gayatri and the Mrityunjaya japs during my daily chores. This helps keep unnecessary thoughts at bay. A third experience is that I pay gratitude to the Lord for each time His grace saves me, in very small things as well during the day. So, and I'm sharing a few examples over here that I experienced recently. So, while chopping vegetables a few days ago, the knife cut through my fingernail but missed going any deeper and causing a deeper wound. I was grinding some spices on a mortar and pestle, and the pestle slipped from my hands and fell onto the floor, but it missed my foot. Another one is recently I was traveling, like an extended travel, and I had missed completing certain activities, which would, if I had missed doing it before I left, it would mean I would have to return back from wherever I am to get that done, and that would mean a lot of rework for me in terms of time and travel, etc. So just at the very last minute, the Lord reminded me that these had to be completed. So there are many such examples wherein the Lord has saved me, and I ensure to pay gratitude whenever such things happen. Many miles to walk, and I've just started with very small baby steps. Many, many heartfelt thanks to you, Guruji, for sharing your wisdom and taking time and effort to help me through my journey. Hari Om.
So next we have is Madhubanti.
Hari Om Guruji, Hari Om Padmajaji. 5 years back, when we first started the journey of spiritualism in the year of 2020, I had no idea what I was getting into, and I had no idea about spiritual knowledge. But now, 5 years down the lane, I know the difference between spirituality and religion to some extent. And this spiritual journey, which in turn is healing my mental and physical health. Over the years, I could realize the difference between ego and self-respect. I could now sort of understand where my ego is in play and where my self-respect is being questioned. I also try to introspect my actions, like, am I justifying my actions, or am trying to understand my actions so that the next time I don't repeat an action which is hurting others. I try to be more forgiving. I try to watch what I say and not hurt anyone. And I try to follow detachment. I'm trying to understand the concept of detachment. I'm trying to understand the concept of non-duality, and I'm sure under the guidance of Guruji, I'll get through it. I would want to mention a few instances where I was like overwhelmed with the experience with Guruji. During our Kedarnath trip, when so many people were all traveling, it was so crowded. I remember Guruji saying that this is the path that Shankaracharya ji took, and we are walking this path, and all these people who are walking up or who are there are giving us all good vibes. So all the prayers add up. So I remember that to this day. Even whenever I go to a temple or anywhere I see it's crowded, I just pray, and I feel that all the good vibes are coming to me. Another instant, I've been to Tirupati many times before, but the 2 times I went with Guruji, my experience was overwhelming, and I can't say how happy and fulfilling it was. Once I was back, even my daughter said that, "Mama, you look so happy." So this feeling I never had before. I only had it after I started my Gita classes with Guruji and traveling with him. And I've started thinking more positive way. I've started taking my life in a more positive way. Any doubt or any thing I'm scared of, I just think the Almighty will take care of it. Going forward, I want to improve on my focus and develop more patience, think before reacting, and want to be a better person than I was yesterday. Thank you so much, Guruji, for giving me so much spiritual lessons, and thank you, Padmajaji.
Hari Om. So next we have is Manisha ma'am.
Hari Om Guruji. Would like to begin with expressing my deep gratitude and sincere thanks for your tireless effort in taking us on this spiritual journey for more than now 5 years. Listening to the discourse once is not enough to imbibe the essence of this deep knowledge. Repeatedly listening to them, Shravan, hearing the recording and contemplating Manan on the knowledge, and finally Nididhyasana opens the pathway to spirituality, as you have so beautifully stressed. In this journey, effort on my part now and then is to remove from and move on from Jiva Bhav to Sakshi Bhav, a witness, and constant repetition of that. I'm not this body, mind conglomerate, but Tattvamasi. The fact that me and awareness are one. Journey is not easy, as I have mentioned. I try reminding myself that the body is not the reality and awareness is the supreme truth. But at least the effort is on now. Another change I should say I have noticed in myself is the realization has come why my father never killed an insect but would pick it up, whether an ant or a spider, and would pick it up on paper and place it outside in the plants in the garden. I do the same, as I feel God particle in them as well. Further, now I'm not disturbed and do not wish to retaliate in any way. Do not wish any ill thoughts if any person disturbs me. He or she might have done it intentionally on their part, but I do not get deeply upset about it. Because through your teachings, I have learned that the same Atma which is in me, is in them also. See Brahma in everyone. Another effort which I am trying to make is to remove the I factor, which, as you have amplified, arises out of ignorance. This is not easy, but efforts are on. Keep reminding myself that I am not the doer and try to be a pure witness. Realize the stage will come when the lens of ignorance is totally removed or cleaned and everything is seen in the right perspective. That body is not the true self, but awareness is the supreme truth. Thank you, Guruji. A lot can be said, but I have to put in my efforts to improve myself in many ways and to keep reminding myself that I'm on this spiritual journey for my benefit. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Next we have Nikki Jindal.
Hari Om everyone. Thank you so much, Vasu sir, for this 8 years of spiritual journey and still continuing. If anyone would have told me chant mantras and talk about Brahman, talk about Gita discourses 8 years back, I would have laughed and gone back to my own routine. But Vasu sir walked in my life, my guru, my spiritual coach, my guardian angel, my, literally I can say, my okay, I have no words now, my favorite teacher of Gita discourses. Before meeting him, I didn't know what Aham Brahmasmi even meant. Now, I not only know, I feel it. I, me, myself, I am the Brahman. What a wild and divine upgrade. He turned this brat into a devotee, not through a fear, but through a laughter, love, wisdom, so deep it touches your soul and tickles your funny bones. His classes aren't just the discourses, they are energy zones. One moment you're laughing, the next you're meditating, and somewhere in between you are transforming quietly, beautifully, permanently. He taught me how to see divinity in ordinary, how to find peace in this critical life, and how to chant even when there is no Wi-Fi of life is down. 8 years of courses, 8 years of inner rewiring, and I still feel like it's only the beginning. To Vasu sir, thank you so much for showing what spirituality isn't about escaping life. It's about embracing it, dancing with it, seeing the divine in every single moment. Because of you, I don't just live, I chant, I smile, I meditate, I live consciously. So it's never I again. You've taught me how to deal with I, me, body, mind. We are above than that, Nikki. From scolding me to correcting me to comforting me, he's one man show. Thanks for not giving up on me. And if anyone asks me what my biggest achievement is, I will say I found my spiritual coach, and that's you, Vasu sir. And then I found myself. Hari Om, thank you so much for everything. I am grateful now and forever.
Next we have is Shamala Vishak.
Hari Om, dear Guruji and all the sadhaks, heartiest congratulations on this milestone today. And as we are all requested, we were requested by Padma to send in a clip. So you see, there's no doubt about it, we have clearly learned a lot from you. But well, human beings, we learn not just by the teachings, but also by observing our teacher or acharya or guru. That is why in shloka, in chapter 2, in shloka 54, Arjuna asked Krishna this question: Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava stitidhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. So Arjuna is actually asking Krishna that a person who is established in the self, please tell me, Krishna, about this person. what are the characteristics of this person? How does this person of firm wisdom speak? How is this person seated, and how does this person move about? So of course Krishna gives answer to this question in several shlokas, but there is one shloka which I will just read out now. Dukheshu anudvikna manaha sukheshu vigataspraha vitaraga bhayakrodha stitidhir muniruchyate. So here he says, Krishna says that a person of steady, firm wisdom is the one whose mind is unperturbed in adversity and who does not hanker after prosperity. And this person is totally free from attachment, fear, and anger. So I just wanted to tell you that these are things that I have definitely observed in you every time we have come for the Tirupati trip with you. Despite the best planning, things are sometimes not going as per plan, and I have never seen you either getting angry or fretting or irritated or even dukkha. You have complete surrender bhavna, and you and Padma both have a smile on your faces, and you take in just about everything that's happening around you as God's will only. And that is an amazing learning for me just by observing this. And secondly, a person who is established in their true self or the big I, every work they do is actually considered to be a selfless work. This is yet again something that we've observed time and again in you. And there is this movie Karate Kid, which I saw a long time ago, where there's a child who wants to learn karate and goes to the master and says, please teach me all the moves that will make me an expert. And the teacher says, you don't need to learn 100 moves, you just need to learn a few moves that will make you that is enough to make you an expert, and that is enough to take you towards the goal. So Guruji, you have taught me some spiritual moves that will forever be with me, and I'm just going to list some of those. One is ask for forgiveness, because knowingly or unknowingly we might have hurt others, and best way to get out of that karma is just asking for forgiveness from the Lord, and this is something that you tell us every time in the Tirupati trip as well. Then the second thing which has the spiritual move is you've taught me is that remember that you're just an actor, and that the director is someone else, and just like you're an actor, others around you are also actors only. So therefore there's no need to personalize anything or take anything in this samsara seriously. The next thing is, seeing the Lord everywhere, or seeing Lord's vibhuti everywhere. Whenever there is anything that touches your heart or impressive or glorious around you, you know that it is Krishna's vibhuti. And yes, that's something that makes us connect with the Lord immediately. And in this particular trip, we had this discussion about rising above body consciousness. Of course, this is something which you've gone really deep into it. And the fact that you're not this body, always remind yourself that everything in this world is temporary. So is your body. Nothing. There is only one permanent, changeless substratum. Always stay connected with it. So these are some important teachings that I've had from you. And since Padma had told that it should be for 5 minutes, I will close my clip here. And I'm at a loss of words to say how thankful I am for these learnings.
So next we have Srimati Durga Suri.
Pranams to Guru Parampara. Hari Om Guruji. Self-realization is a unique journey, begins at the level of body, mind and senses, and finally ends with the self, the pure consciousness. We see at the level of body, mind and senses that Maya is real as we, the individual beings. Understand Advaita Vedanta when you realize that there is only one absolute supreme consciousness, that is Brahman, because of whom the universe exists. There is that God particle in each of us, and when you realize that, because of pure consciousness, everyone is doing their duties and actions due to the three gunas in them, without which nothing is possible. But you can detach yourself from the three gunas and become a mere witness. Happening around you. Aparoksha Anubhuti is the direct experience of the Absolute. We feel that Brahman is different from the world around us. We feel that we are Atman. Realize that Maya and Avidya are the cause of such illusion. One should strive for Jivan Mukta state by identifying the individual self, Atman, with the universal self, Brahman. To deny self is to deny one's own existence. But as the mind becomes purer through meditation, the veil of Maya dissolves and your self begins to reveal its real nature. When you come out of Jiva Bhava and know that Chaitanya Shakti enlivens us, you don't depend on external happiness, but revel in yourself. That is the Jivan Mukta state, where there is no prarabdha. Become the observer and feel that you are the essence of all awareness, witnessing everything around you without attachment to the situation. Do your duty thinking that God is the doer. That way one does not bother from the outcome. Stay always in Sakshi Bhava. Go deep into meditation with the truth of Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi to remove deep-rooted mental impressions when getting to Samadhi one day. Thanks to Guruji's meditation techniques, I come to some stage to realize many things without getting affected much. Most of the time I feel at peace. Thank you once again, Guruji. Hari Om.
Next we have is Srimati Usha Bhatta.
मुझे जो मार्गदर्शन मिल रहा है आपके नेतृत्व में, मैं उसकी बहुत ही आभारी हूँ। कारण कि मेरी लाइफ जो है बड़ी चैनलाइज हो गई है, मतलब ऐसा करके मुझे अभी कोई गुस्सा नहीं आता, कोई किसी से कोई भी नहीं है, किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया सुनो छोड़ दो, कोई असर नहीं पड़ता नहीं है नहीं। और मेरा आध्यात्मिक बहुत अच्छा निकल रहा है, बहुत अच्छा जिसको बोलते हैं। और मैं अपना जो अभी का जो 75 years old, उसके आगे का जो है उसको मैं ठीक ढंग से कर सकूं, इसके लिए मैं थोड़ा योगा भी कर लेती हूँ, चल भी लेती हूँ, क्योंकि मेरी हेल्थ वाइज तो मेरा इम्प्रूवमेंट है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है नहीं, ठीक हूँ मैं। जैसे भी जो भी स्टेज में मैं अच्छा देखना चाहती हूँ, अच्छा से अच्छा कैसे उससे प्राप्त कर सकूँ, तो ऐसा। और कोई चीज़ ऐसे मेरे से किसी के प्रति से मेरे से किसी गलती से कुछ हो गया, मैं माफ़ी मांग लेती हूँ और मैं आगे से रिपीट नहीं होने जाती, चाहे बच्चों के साथ हो चाहे बड़ों के साथ हो। और मतलब मैं अकेले रह सकती हूँ इस एज में आराम से। तो ये सब आप ही का इसका और गाइडिंग का और इसका देख के, और मेरे को रहता है कि अभी मैंने ये सीखना है, माला जपनी है, शाम को मेरा जरूर सुनना है। अगर नहीं होगा कोई रिकॉर्डेड तो ट्यूसडे को आता है, दूसरा करूँगी, कोई न कोई क्लिप पढ़ूंगी, उसका असर उसका ऐसे अच्छा लगता है। मतलब आपकी वॉइस सुन करके एनर्जी आती है मेरे को, तो मैं इसकी बहुत आभारी हूँ। और मैं ज़्यादा बोल भी नहीं सकती हूँ, लिख भी नहीं सकती नहीं हो रही मैं, और मैं आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ। मैं बोल नहीं पाऊंगी ना इतना कुछ भी नहीं ऐसा करके, पर मेरे को तो मेरी लाइफ तो मतलब आप लोग मिल गए तो मेरी लाइफ बन गई। आगे वाला जो आफ्टर होता है ना, मेरा तो वन प्रास शुरू हो गया ना, वन प्रस्थाश्रम, तो उस हिसाब से मुझे बहुत, पर मैं ना बोल पा रही हूँ, ना लिख पा रही हूँ, ना मेरे को मेरा थोड़ा है ऐसा करके, लेकिन मैं बहुत ही आपकी आभारी हूँ कि मेरे को मेरे कुछ नहीं, मेरे को नहीं अभी फील होता, ना गुस्सा आता है, ना कुछ, ना किसने कमेंट किया जो आप ना सुनो सुनो सुनो, बस शांत रहते हैं। मैं बिलासपुर हूँ, अभी शिमला से आई हूँ, शिमला ठंडा है यहाँ पर मैं ठीक हूँ, और मैं आपको रोज याद करती हूँ।
Now we have this from Srimati Sita Ganapati. She is close to 90 now, but very much into her sadhana by doing japa and shravana manana nididhyasana.
Situations in life. With Guruji's guidance, I hope to gain more in my spiritual path. I hope to achieve more. Pranam Guruji and Padma.
Yeah, sorry.
Hari Om Guruji and my Sadhak friends. On the occasion of our 450th episode, I sincerely thank Guruji for leading me into the path of spirituality. Though I take a longer time to absorb the essence of the talks, I thoroughly enjoyed the weekly discourses. Guruji's anecdotes and small stories in between make it more interesting. These sessions have made me a better person with patience and determination to face the situations in life. With Guruji's guidance, I hope to gain more in my spiritual path. I hope to achieve more. Pranam Guruji and Padmaja for all your help.
Next we have is Srimati Meeta Ora.
Hari Om. Sadar pranams to Guruji and Padmaja. Thank you so much, Guruji, for enlightening our lives by showing us the divine path and for guiding us at every step of our spiritual journey. Congratulations to all of us for reaching the milestone of 450 discourses. There are no words to express my gratitude. Just truly blessed. Feel blissful at each moment of life. Listening to Guruji's talks again and again have helped in removing the big fat I, which was so huge and have now completely disappeared. The learnings from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Tattvabodha and Aparokshanubhuti Granthas have helped me evolve from Jiva Bhava to Paramatma Bhava. Feeling peaceful, following the principles of Karma Yoga. Continuous chanting of the Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra and the guided meditation by Guruji has helped in purifying the mind. I am very thankful to Guruji for making the spiritual learnings from our Shastras so very simple and easily understandable that the journey has become very smooth. Thank you, Guruji, from bottom of my heart for being the guiding force forever for all of us. Thank you. Hari Om.
Next we have from Srimati Mridula Gupta.
Pranams Guruji. Hari Om, my fellow sadhaks. Grateful for Ishwara krupa. Grateful for Guruji's presence in my life. for being the guiding light. Today, I want to share few tips and takeaways with my fellow sadhaks. To begin with, the first and foremost, I learned that focus on experiencing and not on remembering and recollecting. Knowing that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Guruji has repeated this in so many discourses, and it makes so much sense. Having fixed hours of study, sometimes on a busy days, it can be few minutes also, but don't totally skip your sadhana or study or meditation. These small steps make and turn into a big leap towards this knowledge. Being in worldly duties, being grihastas, but practicing no expectations from people, place, person, or object helps. And repeating that God is the doer before going to the bed, offering my actions and fruits of action at the lotus feet of Krishna makes me sleep like a baby. As a practice, this has helped me greatly. Also, I have learned not to question the divinity, the big I, but inquiring continuously if the small I, the Jiva Bhav, is moving towards the big I, the divinity. Slow or fast, the speed does not matter. Whatever happens in our life, knowing that whatever happens is already scripted, not questioning, not resisting, not rebelling in it, let it all come and go, be the Satchit Anand, and just experience the pure bliss. Understanding that consciousness is not part of our body, but we are in it. This consciousness, Brahman, it pervades everywhere, illuminates the entire universe, and now science backs it too. Scientists say that behind every atom, electrons, protons, neutrons, how much ever deeper you go, behind everything there is a God particle. What a nice thing to know, how reassuring. Guruji, you have also told us that neuroscience says that replace every negative thought with a positive thought. We can undo a negative thought. We cannot undo a negative thought, but we have to override it by a positive thought. This practice helps. So first understand and then override that I am a pure Atma, Ekam Brahman. This has been one of the key takeaways for me and my reckoning of sorts, which was told in I think around the discourse number 420, 421, that do not think about being in the awareness. Just be that. Just revel in it, rejoice, be blissful. It's not about affirming in something, but just by being in it, free of that small I. Also, I want to now mention about our Sukshmayam sessions, our morning exercise. It's been a game changer now because it's a pure meditation with apparent benefits at Deha level. Knowing that consciousness is watching the body exercise, watching the thoughts come and go, being in the collective pure consciousness, one with the Brahman, in sync with energy, vibrations and frequency, where duality ceases and it is pure bliss. Thank you, Guruji, for taking us on this path. Thank you, Guruji, for all the knowledge, wisdom, tips, the lessons. Thank you for making us know that studying is not as important as understanding, experiencing and being. So just be. Hari Om, my most humble pranams and my gratitude.
Next we have is Srimati Gauri Ravi.
Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha, Hari Om, and my pranams to Guruji. I'm indeed fortunate that I have been asked to speak on this wonderful milestone on the 450th discourse of Bhagavad Gita, sessions by Guruji. My journey into it was started from Sukshma to transition to these Bhagavad Gita classes, and though I'm late in joining this family, but I'm catching up. Few of my experiences that I would like to share with you all as I transitioned in this journey was there was changes in myself which I started noticing. I started living mindfully. Though I was doing the rituals and the puja and other things in our day-to-day life, but paying gratitude, doing the Hari Smarane in each and every activity that I was doing during the day, and also seeing in each and every person the divinity in them, I've changed my perception in life by doing so, and started living a very minimalistic life, giving up expectations, being content, and which all led me towards Vairagya. There were many changes automatically in my life, which I saw very clearly that I became much more calmer and my thinking ability went up. I was always actually striving for perfection in everything I did. But then it slowly changed, and I started seeing happiness in whatever I did, however I did. I would not get disturbed like before for small issues, and paying gratitude became a part of my daily life for everything and everyone around me. And it so happened that earlier also we would do, even though Ekadashi was a part of our lives earlier also, but the benefits of Nirjala and Mauna, we only came to know after we got the guidance from Guruji. It's such a good opportunity to dive deep into ourselves and introspect as you do this fasting. And as Guruji mentioned in one of his discourses, that one should go antarmukhi and break the Brahma Granthi knot of ignorance. I think this happens wonderfully as you go ahead in Ekadashi fasting, which I experienced. And the Guruji's classes are so different from, I have always I loved his classes because he gives such simple examples, and he correlates to mythological stories which we have heard in our childhood, and very easily we can adopt whatever small exercises he tells us to do, Brahmari, whether he tells us to do a different way to increase our parasympathetic nerves, sympathetic nerves. All those small exercises we've inculcated in our daily lives, and it has benefited us in a great way. In one of his discourses, he has mentioned, if I remember, that when you feel or listen from the Shuddha Chitta, that Paramatma Tattva in us is that is feeling. Bhava Yatmani, inside and within you, when you do dhyana, in that Eka Swarupa Tattva, that Adhyatma Dhyana, when you do, you understand the depth that it's above the Stula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira. It's above the all three states, Desha, Kala, Vastu. And you meditate on that Paramatma Tattva at all times. everywhere in everything that you see, and it's in me, that Vyakta Swarupa, that Chaitanya Shakti. By doing all this, one can see so much of difference. The meditation techniques which he teaches us after his session, Bhagavad Gita session, the way Guruji guides us, and he's made it to be a part of our lives. Be it the japa with the counters, which has enhanced the numbers of doing japa. Then sitting in meditation, I've started feeling more peaceful and calmer. And each and every day has changed after we have started this Bhagavad Gita with Guruji. I am so blessed to be the chosen one who's part of this Bhagavad Gita family, and I pray to the Almighty to give me more clarity of mind, help me to continue this journey with more dedication and attain this Atma Jnana, which Guruji is trying so hard for each one of us. I pray to the Almighty to give Guruji good health, happiness, and make our Margadarshan more and more. He is like a God-sent person for all of us, who's standing and guiding each one of us to this Atma Jnana. Praying to God and Almighty always for having sent Guruji in our lives. My koti Shat Pranams to Guruji. Hari Om.
Hari Om. We have another 4, but totaling to 6 minutes on an average 1.5 minutes. Here we have a written note by Srimati Shamala Vishak's mother-in-law, Srimati Leela Amma. Now I'll just read it out. It's a small note. So she says, the learning points from the discourses: I'm trying as much as possible to practice the concepts taught by Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, and my main practices include: number 1, letting go of ego and doership, that is aham bhava and kartrutva. Second one is always operate from the surrender bhava. Third, just like how a child has firm belief in their parents, that yes, my parents will take care no matter what, we too should have that firm belief that God will take care of us. Okay. After this we have from my niece Srimati Smita Bachuar.
Hari Om Guruji. Today is a very special day for all of us. We are here to celebrate a big milestone. We completing 450 classes of the Bhagavad Gita. About 5 years ago, we were like small bamboo seed hidden in the soil, not yet grown, but full of hope. And just like the bamboo, which takes time to grow strong roots before it rises tall, Guruji has helped us build strong roots through his Gita teachings. With his love, patience, and clear explanation, he has helped us understand life better. He has taught us how to stay calm in tough time, how to be honest with ourselves, and how to see God in everything we do. Because of his efforts, we all have grown not just in knowledge but in our way of thinking and living. What started as curiosity has now become faith. The Gita is no longer just a book for us. It has become a way of life. On behalf of everyone here, I want to thank you, Guruji, for your dedication and your time. You have given us not only wisdom but also love and guidance. Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om. Next we have Srimati Preeti Pant.
Dear Padma and Srinivas, at the outset, deep gratitude and felicitation on completion of 450 discourses. The talks convey the wisdom of Vedas and Granthas in a simplified manner, making for an easy understanding of these texts, particularly for each one of us involved in the daily humdrum of life. What we also need to be aware is the preparation which goes behind the curtains for delivery of each and every episode by both of you. We all know the discourse began around the time of pandemic and how we all waited to listen to it and partook our own takeaways. Sincere and deep gratitude and reverence to both of you on achieving this wonderful milestone. Thanks and regards.
Next we have Srimati Chetana Pant.
Hari Om Guruji, deep gratitude to you and Padmaja for bringing wisdom of Vedas and Vedanta into our lives each week for the past 6 years. Listening to the discourses has been a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Through Neti Neti, 5 sheets, Panchakosha, we learn to move from lesser to greater self. Lectures on Bhaja Govindam by Adi Shankaracharya helped me understand that the human life has a greater purpose and it helps us readjust and realign our goals in life. Recent discourses on Aparoksha Anubhuti, I'm trying to imbibe the presence of self which is not attached to mind and body in every action event through our daily life. May we all continue to get nourished and blessed by this divine knowledge reaching us through your discourses. Wishing you continued blessings and success. Hari Om.
Okay, this was the penultimate one. Now we have the ultimate one, which is from Srimati Gyani Pandey.
Hari Om, dear Sadhaks. My humble pranams to Guruji and Padmaja. There are zillions of pearls of wisdom we have gathered over past 400 plus divine discourses. Today, as we are on this 450th discourse, I first wish to express my heartfelt appreciation towards both Guruji and Padmaja for tirelessly working on the discourses, giving their invaluable time and sacrificing many other commitments just so that we benefit from these divine discourses. We are truly blessed to have such wonderful, dedicated people in our lives. Guruji has been relentlessly motivating us to move forward from Shravana and Manana towards Nididhyasana. He reiterates that we imbibe all that we have learnt and move forward towards Jivatma, Bhava, and then towards being Jivana Mukta. Encouraged by Guruji's effective talks, I have been able to work on qualities like not being affected by dualities, having control over our senses, having samabhava towards all, and Atma Anatma Vivechana. These are some qualities that have helped me in every field, and there is great improvement in my attitude towards life. Even as we are learning the essence of Aparoksha Anubhuti, Guruji is again and again guiding us on this spiritual path so that we work on gaining Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Ekagrata and not waver or falter from this path. He is truly our Path Pradarshak, illuminating our way ahead. Padmaja too guides us to associate Sukshma exercises with the divine and the universe, thus making our yoga more meaningful and developing a sense of positivity and attitude of gratitude towards all. Not only divine discourses, Guruji also shares beautiful, inspiring thoughts every weekend through amazing anecdotes. That also enhances the qualities within. The cherry on the top is the humorous appetizer which sets the tone for the coming week. Thank you, Padmaja and Guruji, for being there for us in every step, in every way. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Okay, my personal thanks to Srimati Gyani Pandey. She has been the one who has been transcribing all discourses which are able to read and understand better. I thank her from my side personally and as well as on behalf of all of you. Hari Om. Okay. Now let's move on. We'll chant the Dhanvantari mantra and then we'll have the meaning of 7 Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. We'll touch 500 today. Dhanvantari mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutagalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Sri Maha Swarupa Sri Dhanvantari Swarupa Sri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutagalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Sri Maha Swarupa Sri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrutagalashahastaya Sarvabhaya Vinashaya Sarvaroga Nivaranaya Trailokyapataye Trailokyanidhaye Sri Maha Swarupa Sri Dhanvantari Swarupa Shri Aushadha Chakra Narayanaya Swaha. See, whenever we are chanting Dhanvantari mantra, make it a point to review your body and what all diseases you have or ailments you have, where they are getting revived. You are talking to the highest authority of health in the cosmos. So with that connect, you internalize and say, now that is getting better because I am under the treatment and guidance of Lord Dhanvantari. That way. Okay. Now we come to the 53rd shloka of Vishnu Sahasranama, and we start from 494. Uttaro gopatir gopta jnanagamya puratanaha Sharira bhuta brudbhokta kapindro bhuri dakshinaha. In this, pay importance to 497 Jnana Gamyaha. It's very important. Okay, now 494 Uttaraha. One who helps to lift us from the ocean of samsara. It also conveys the most excellent meaning of one who is greater and nobler than all other deities. The Rig Veda declares he is the most excellent of all. Vishwasmat Indra Uttaraha, the Rig Veda says this. 495 Gopatihi, the shepherd. As one who played the part of a cowherd in his Krishna incarnation, the term go in Sanskrit has got 4 meanings. 1. The cattle. 2. The earth. 3. The speech. And the last one is the Vedas. In all these meanings, he is the Lord, meaning Pati. Of what? He is the Lord of the cattle, Lord of earth, Lord of speech, and the Lord about whom all Vedas speak of as the very goal. 496. Gopta simply means the protector. He is the protector of all living creatures, inasmuch as if he were not there, the creatures could not exist. He is the very existence in the living kingdom. Gopta. Now comes 497. Jnanagamyaha. The one who is to be attained only through the subtle perception of jnana. He is not attained either by actions or by progeny or by wealth. Only through a jnana prasadena, meaning pure knowledge alone, he can be attained. He is experienced. It's not just knowing, he can be experienced. Here the word knowledge does not mean the ordinary knowledge of things. The experience of truth is gained only on transcending the intellect. You have to go above the intellect and the mind. Thus, crossing the barriers of non-apprehension, meaning avidya and anatma, the meditator comes to apprehend the reality. This subjective first-hand apprehension is called true knowledge, that is jnana. This is the aparokshanubhuti. By this one process alone, one can attain the infinite. Hence this term jnanagamyaha. 498. Puratanaha. He was even before time, that from which even the concept of time itself rose up, is the infinite truth, and therefore truth cannot be measured in terms of time. Desha Kala Vastu, what we talk about, is beyond this. Therefore, he is called the ancient, for he transcends time. Puratanaha. 499. Sharira Bhuta Bhrit. One who nurses and nourishes the very element from which the bodies are constituted. The Lord is the controller of the very 5 elements. And Bhokta. Now this is another important one which we need to understand. Bhokta simply means the enjoyer or the protector. The term Bhokta can be dissolved in 2 ways. A, it would mean the protector. Bhunkte iti Bhokta, enjoyer. Okay. And B, it would also mean as the enjoyer. Sorry. Bhunakti iti Bhokta, that is the protector, and Bhunkte iti Bhokta, enjoyer. Okay, now what does this say? According to Vedanta, Lord in his transcendental glory as the Atman is neither the doer nor the enjoyer. Understand this carefully. And yet, here the Lord is taken as the enjoyer only in the sense that the experiencer ego, the so-called jiva, is also nothing other than the supreme in its final essence. So you got it? So be it the jiva or be it the Paramatma, it's all one and the same. Ekam Advitiya Brahma. So simple facts, but eventually they drive you towards that supreme truth and reality. We again and again seek Lord's grace to embrace and get established in this reality. And as though live streaming is happening, Know that the Chaitanya Shakti streams within you as the Chaitana Shakti, and continuously whatever is happening on this stage of drama. Every person is an actor, including you. So not to get personal on anything. Just know that he is delivering the dialogues given to him and is acting the way he is told to act. So there is no good person, there is no bad person, there is no success, there is no failure, there is no pain, there is no pleasure. This is how you need to get out of the dualities. Come. Together we offer today's Jnana Yajna at the lotus feet of the Almighty. We seek His grace, mercy and blessings. Naham karta hari preranaya hari prityartam. Shri Krishna arpanamastu. Idam namama. Om Tat Sat. So I hope you all got a reckoning of what each one said. Maybe whichever has impressed you, you can once again listen to it and try to jot down those points. And we don't need to learn everything. What we need is to understand some aspects to the fullest, like where you are able to make it as your master stroke. Naham karta hari karta itself is enough. And ekam advitiya Brahma. You are not the doer. Take the example of the stage. All are actors. How life would be. I told you once when somebody very close to me, he was in lot of pain and whatever. He came and he just bashed at me, left, right, center. And Padma was standing next to me. He said, "What is this? You are not saying anything. He should not have spoken to you like this. He should not have behaved with you like this. How did you allow him to speak like this?" I said, "Did you notice how well he delivered his dialogues? Even I can't deliver dialogues like that." That's all. He's delivering his dialogues. He's an actor over here. The unfortunate thing is he doesn't know, but I know that we are all actors. So be established in that way. Nothing will disturb you. Thank you. Hari Om.
द्वन्द्वादि साक्षिरूपोऽहम् अचलोऽहं सनातनः सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रज्ञानघन एवाहम् विज्ञानघन एव च अकर्ताहम् अभोक्ताहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः निराधारस्वरूपोऽहम् सर्वाधारोऽहमेव च आप्तकामस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तापत्रयविनिर्मुक्तः देहत्रयविलक्षणः अवस्थात्रयसाक्ष्यस्मि अहमेवाहमव्ययः दृग्दृश्यौ द्वौ पदार्थौ स्तः परस्परविलक्षणौ दृग्ब्रह्मदृश्यं मायेति सर्ववेदान्तडिण्डिमः अहं साक्षीति यो विद्यात् विविच्यैवं पुनः पुनः स एव मुक्तः स विद्वान् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः घटकुड्यादिकं सर्वं मृत्तिकामात्रमेव च तद्वद्ब्रह्म जगत्सर्वम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः ब्रह्म सत्यं जगन्मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्मैव नापरः अनेन वेद्यं सच्छास्त्रम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः अन्तर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परः ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम् ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम्